All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Vays. Coming to you live as the markets have just opened. A beautiful view of downtown Miami as well. Gonna have a special guest for you in a minute, but let's quickly peek at the chart. All right, here's the weekly chart. Actually, nothing has changed. I'm not even sure why I'm doing a video, considering everything I said yesterday still holds. The price has not moved at all since yesterday, but one more day has gone by. So that really affects our 4-day position trading chart. No audio. What the hell? That's weird. Why is there no audio? Okay, never mind. It came from my moderators. they messed up. Okay, we have audio. Everything's good. Is the mic not good? I mean, I have it clipped on right here. I have another set of mics. Yeah, mic should be open. Audio. Okay. Go back to okay. So the weekly candle doesn't really make any difference whatsoever since yesterday, but we are holding this 50-period support on the weekly scale. The weekly scale, however, reacts too slowly for any reasonable position trading. People are going back and forth whether the sound is good or not good. Sounds like I'm on a loudspeaker. All right, let's try this. No, I have another set of audio, but I'm just gonna. Sound should be a lot worse right now, and I'm gonna flip to the sound better. So, is this better? Let's see if this is better. Okay, here we go. Audio should be better. That's better. Okay, audio is better. All right, so we're gonna stick with this. So here's the 4-day chart. The 4-day chart is similar to the weekly chart. It just reacts a little bit faster, which is why it allows us to enter and exit positions a little bit faster than someone using the weekly charts. So you can see how the current candle started about 12 hours ago, and it hasn't done anything yet. So I would not consider entering additional bullish positions until this candle shows us some strength. Ideally, I want to see it in the next candle, because if the next candle starts showing us strength, at least we would start breaking an additional moving average. If this candle showing strength doesn't really do anything yet as far as this consensus chart is concerned. This video is going to be on the shorter side, guys. I'm not going to take too much Q&A today. I got to jump on another stream with someone at the top of the hour. I can be a little bit late, but not much. Unconfiscatable. Follow us on Twitter as we announce the latest set of speakers taking place in Las Vegas, March 3rd to 6th. We're going to update this website a little bit, so keep an eye on that. It's going to be really, really cool. You have the Twitter handle right there at the bottom. We're also going to post a page for the Scammy Awards where you can go ahead and vote on your favorite scams of the year this past year. But since we didn't have a conference last year, we might include the 2020 and 2021 scams in this year's Scammy Award nominees. Okay, daily chart. As you can see, this trend line that I drew yesterday is being used as a rejection of the price. This is going to be very, very telling. If the price of Bitcoin goes back below the 200-day moving average, I don't believe it's going to hold up the price. It could be similar to what happened back here, back in September, where once we dropped past that 200-day moving average the second time, shit really hit the fan, and the price of Bitcoin dropped 12%, 13%, like $6,000. And if you include early on that day that crossed that candle, the price of Bitcoin fell almost $8,000 in 2 days. It only took 2 days. And that happened from a very similar price level, okay? So if that happens again, that puts us at a new low right at $40,000. However, this is going to be a shittier environment because last time there was at least a moving average to support the price going back up. This time, none of that exists. So this time, what you can hope for is a bit of a snapback because it got oversold, snapped back into the same moving averages that used to be support are now going to be resistance. I don't really believe that the bear market in Bitcoin has started. I still think when they get out of this mess somehow, but at the moment that somehow is relying on, dreams and wishes and praying to the sun god because the technical analysis chart is not pretty. Now, I still think from a fundamental perspective, we are very, very bullish. And that's the main reason why I am not interested in labeling this chart with short positions. In a different environment, I would certainly be labeling this chart with short positions. Had I been running this chart, especially back in 2018, I would have been labeling it with short positions, especially here, especially there, right? As you guys know. But right here, these are, the types of areas that are very, very shortable, like down here when you're below all the moving averages, like down here when you're below all the moving averages. You assume that you're going to get rejected, but that's a dangerous short because if it breaks out, you're kind of screwed. But over here, these are more safe bets. And as I mentioned earlier, shorting Bitcoin or any crypto is equivalent to staring at the sun. You want to try to avoid it at all costs. And when you do it for a very brief, quick period of time. You would take your profit on the short and immediately get out. You wouldn't double down in that position. All right, let me see. My moderators are sending me some notes. Tone, do you know what royalties on mining companies are? Would you mind explaining it? Royalties on mining companies. We're talking about crypto mining, I'm assuming. I don't really know, but I haven't looked into that. I'm friends with a bunch of miners I can ask, but I'm assuming like certain miners have some IP, intellectual property. And if another miner wants to use their intellectual property, they could get a royalty from that. That's my only guess. I don't really know the details. Okay, in any case, we're going to stay in our fully cash position until Bitcoin proves that it can break out to the upside, because the charts are not yet in any kind of a bullish position. And we trade the charts, not feelings and dreams and hopes. Now, if you are a long-term investor and you're dollar cost averaging, then it doesn't matter, right? Then you just want a dollar cost average. If you're taking your salary in Bitcoin, keep doing that, right? Like it's, I do believe Bitcoin is the safest asset if you have a 3 to 5 year horizon. But if you have a 6-month horizon, this is what these videos try to help guide. Here's a 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart topped absolutely perfectly with the MRI, and it's still on pace to give you an MRI buy. However, to give you that MRI buy, you would need a new swing low. So the price of Bitcoin would need to drop below $48,150 at some point today in the next 9 hours. So today, during American daylight hours, the price of Bitcoin will need to drop below that to give you an MRI buy. The last time we had an MRI buy, it was a pretty good trade of the 4-hour chart. And obviously, the last time we had a MRI sell, we had a really good day on the 4-hour. GBTC, not doing much, not really interesting. I can jump on anytime. Fine. I'm gonna finish up. We have a call. Hey guys, Financial Summit coming to the Dominican Republic.
I'm coming to the Financial Summit.
Yes. Say hi to Erica.
Hi. For everyone that's taking Antoine on the floor, if you haven't, or if you have, cheers.
Cheers. We have some kind of an award show tonight here in Miami, right?
Yeah, there's like a crypto award show that's happening in Wynwood area.
All right, so I'll be there. They're giving out an award for biggest Bitcoin maximalist.
Yeah.
I'm really wondering who's going to win that.
I don't know. I feel like Miami doesn't really have a lot of nasties.
I know, clearly.
Yeah.
There needs to be a last minute addition to the voting.
Who's going? Actually, I nominated you when they were putting that around, but I think you couldn't qualify because you weren't in Miami.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're here enough. But I will be in Vegas with Tone. So
yeah, Erica is definitely coming to Unconfiscatable. So come and join us.
Yeah, I will be there.
And the Miami crew. We're gonna try to get the whole Miami crew.
He invited all my girlfriends.
It's gonna be the Unconfiscatable is gonna be great. Trust me, guys. Trust me, guys. It's gonna be great.
So buy your tickets now.
Yes.
Buy your tickets.
Well, prices go up. All right, so yeah, so I'll be in Wynwood tonight. Yeah, I'm definitely in Miami enough. This is pretty much my home when I'm in the US. And go see family in other places every now and then, but then I'm always end up here. Yeah. Yeah, guys, so if you're in Miami, come out to Wynwood. Yeah, tweet it out. I'll like retweet it for tonight. All right, cool. All right, so here's the Financial Summit. We rented out this entire castle. It's going to be great if you are into trading or investing or mining. Had a bunch of miners last week. Really great mining panels that we did. When am I coming to Dallas? I was just in Dallas, but I was August. Feels like I was just there. All right, oil. You can see it right there. Oil is starting to get into my perfect buy zone, right? So next week, there's a weekly candle. Next week, if oil is breaking 72.50, we're right at 72 now. Or we're at 73 already. Was the oil need to break? Oh, 75, sorry. Let's break 75. So if oil is breaking 75 next week and get a green star candle, though I don't have the green stars turned on, we can turn them on. Oil's looking really interesting right now. First candle, fire candle. That would bring in a green star candle, next candle, if it starts trading above current candle. Oh, there it is. Erica posted the Eventbrite in the live chat right now. So you guys can see it. Gold isn't doing anything. S&P 500, look at this. Look at this. That is a new all-time high, folks. Like I've been saying, that's a new all-time high. on a closing basis, obviously not on a swing basis, but closing is what matters more. So if we close at a new all-time high, I believe market is probably a half day tomorrow, or it's closed tomorrow. I'm not even sure with Christmas falling on a Friday. Sorry, with Christmas Day falling on a Saturday, Christmas Eve on a Friday, I'm assuming just a half day tomorrow for Christmas Eve. And we could reach, we're probably not going to reach a new swing high, but it looks like a new closing high for the S&P, which makes it bullish, which is helping Bitcoin, but clearly not enough. I mean, look, the S&P 500 is at a new all-time high, and Bitcoin is still down. What are we down? 35%. That's a huge difference. Huge difference. So the rise in the S&P 500 is definitely helping Bitcoin, but to a very limited extent. Very limited. And as you guys know, my long-term view of the S&P 500 is a complete explosion to the upside, reaching as high as 10,000 points. So more than double the current price of the S&P 500 before everything just comes to a crashing halt. And I'm actually not even sure what caused the crash. It's something like after that. Some disaster, like a 50-60% correction in the S&P. Like the Great Depression situation, like the crash of the 1929. I'm not expecting a crash of 1929 until we get at least a doubling of the stock market. At least this could actually go way higher. This could go to like 20K and then crash down to like 5. So I do believe that the crash of 1929 is going to repeat itself sometime late this decade. But it's not going to happen unless the S&P 500 goes into like a Bitcoin style exponential rise. And this is, oh, shitcoins. All right, let's look at Tesla. I want to see Tesla. Tesla's still rising. That's a weekly scale. It's sitting right in. Wait, that was like the exact same candle as yesterday. Oh, there's today's candle. Right, so Tesla is sitting right at resistance. So let's see if it can break this resistance line right here. Because if it can't, Tesla's in serious trouble. Because then it's going here, and then it's likely to go lower. Because this area is not going to hold the price again. Right, so if it gets back to 890, it is very likely to then go and reach the moving average. So I would hold off on Tesla. Right? Like I'm going to delete these arrows because I don't know if it's going to get rejected or not. But right now, Tesla is on its own really critical. And this is additional resistance. All three of these, right? Moving average, horizontal, downwards trending, just 4 levels of resistance in this area between 1,000 and 1,050. This whole cluster is a nightmare. So I would be very careful with Tesla. All right, guys, that's it for me. Come join us at Unconfiscatable. Come join us at the Financial Summit. And if you're interested in learning how to trade, check out Vays.com. This is the MRI indicator, which I use on all my charts. You have access to that through Products and Services MRI indicator. There's also the on-demand videos for your trading education. And there is tradingmri.com, which is what I use to find out which assets are trending and which are topping based on those MRI signals. Peek at the tone-based assets. I gotta add more stuff. Oh, Tilray. Look at this Tilray, bearish, bottoming on a long-term scale. We should be keeping an eye on Tilray. Its monthly chart has been What am I missing here? Oh, it was a different asset. What asset was I looking at? It was sold Tilray. I thought it was Tilray. Maybe it's not Tilray. Yeah, I'm thinking of another asset. Oh, I think it was this one. JMI. Is it? Yeah. Yeah, this is what I was thinking. MRI monthly buy, MRI monthly sell, and look, MRI monthly buy again. Let's see how this develops. Junior technology. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you all on the next. Bye, guys.